friends. It's Peggy Noe from PrettyPaperCards.com. I'm so happy to see you this Friday. Happy Friday! It's the end of the week. It's wonderful. It's great. And I think the whole country is warm. Some of us a little too warm, but I know there are other areas of the country where it's wet. And I just hope that you're enjoying your Friday and that you have a wonderful weekend. I'm just going to pop on and make sure we're working live here. There we are. Okay, good. It's good to see you all, and welcome to my Friday Facebook Live. And you know I'm with Ellie, my little Yorkshire Terrier. She got a bath today, and so she's real clean and smells so good. And I'm trying to get her bangs to grow out, so I've got them clipped up in there in that little clip, trying to keep them there. But I have a lot of stuff to show you today. We're going to make a card that is from our new mini holiday catalog. And so you're going to get a sneak peek of a whole entire suite of new products. And I'm really excited for you to see all these gorgeous products. But first of all, I want to give you a couple of announcements. One is, don't forget the Designer Series paper sale. 9 beautiful Designer Series papers on sale in the month of July, so you've got 2 more weeks for 15% off. They are gorgeous, and they include my favorite, You're a Peach Designer Series paper. Hi, Anthony. Good to see you. Everything is great here, and I love the card that I saw that you made and posted on Facebook. Loved it. So anyway, don't forget about the Designer Series paper sale, because it's a great sale, and it's a good time to get a couple of packs of your very favorite paper. Now, another thing, my class to go for July. The pre-order ends tonight at 6 o'clock Pacific, so just a couple of hours. And the stamp set that we're featuring is the Color and Contour stamp set. You get this stamp set, you get the supplies to make 6 cards, you get PDF tutorials, you get a video and shipping, and it's all in one price, and that's $45. And if you want the bundle and you want to get the dies, which I've told you before are really my favorite dies in the entire annual catalog, that brings your cost up to $75, and I will bill you through PayPal. So you've only got about an hour and a half left to get to pre-order, because I have to take a pre-order according to Stampin' Up rules. And you're going to want the designs for these cards. They're beautiful, and the suite is beautiful. So I want to tell you about that. Then, if you're one of my customers and you've bought from me in the past 6 months or since January, I mailed out to you this week the brand new Stampin' Up mini catalog. I want to try to show you the whole thing. From July to December, it has all of our beautiful holiday products in it. Products for Thanksgiving, Halloween, Christmas, New Year's. Hi, Diane. Good to see you. It's 105 there. Oh my gosh. Wow. That's all I can say is wow. We're in the 90s, and I know it'll get hotter, and for you too, Diane. So anyway, if you've purchased through me, not the classes to go or the shares, but through Stampin' Up, you've ordered from me, this is in the mail to you. If not, leave me a comment and I'll get it in the mail to you right away. The selling period for this new mini catalog goes live on August 3rd, and we're also having a celebration, which we usually only have one per year. They've added a second one. That means, hey Cheryl, good to see you. That means you get a free gift for every $50 in product that you order from Stampin' Up in the months of August and September. So there's so much going on, and I can't wait to open this catalog for you, this mini catalog, but I'm not allowed to until August 3rd. So the next best thing is to show you everything. Well, everything I've ordered. So I'm going to put Ellie down now to take her nap, and I'm going to show you a beautiful suite in the new catalog. So let me get us going here and show you down here. It is the, it's actually called the Whimsy and Wonder Suite. And I've shown it to you before, but today we're actually going to make a card, and I've made a couple of other samples. One reason I want to show it to you is because my fellow demonstrator and downline Robin and I are having a mini holiday stamping retreat in August, on August 21st, locally here in San Diego. But we're also going to allow it to be a class, not a class to go, but we're going to have the retreat be a retreat to go, a mini retreat to go. So I want to show you all this stuff because as part of the retreat, you're going to get the Whimsical Trees stamp set, or if you want the dies as a bundle, and much more. I'm not going to introduce it until next week formally, so we don't have all the details ironed out, except that this is the bundle we're using, and I'm going to use it today to show you. So let me show you what else comes in this gorgeous suite from the new mini catalog. Beautiful Whimsy and Wonder, Whimsy and Wonder Designer Series paper. We're going to use some of this today for our card today. I just want to show you it's specialty paper, which means that it has silver in it. Look at that. That's right, Anthony. I love this suite. I love it. And the papers are just gorgeous. One thing I love, it has pink, it has a mint macaron. Here it has some midnight, misty moonlight. Look at this paper. Oh my gosh, look at the bows and the ornaments and the flowers. Isn't that gorgeous? This one is green on the back, but look at that front. Look at those beautiful silver stripes. Unbelievable. And what do you think about this one? Silver snowflakes. Look at that. And on the back, a very bright painted stripe. Now, a part of the suite, you get the suite as in the catalog, the new mini catalog. So this is what you would get if you get the suite, but you can buy all the items individually. But I wanted to show you what's a part of the suite so that you know when you open your catalog. Okay, so it's the bundle, the stamp and die set, the beautiful paper, and a whole package of iridescent snowflakes. Now, we'll be including some of this in our holiday mini retreat. So if you want to wait and get some of it then, that's fine. Here are, look at those snowflakes, and you can also color them with Stampin' Blends. And then the final item in the suite is this beautiful Blushing Bride, what do they call it? Frayed Grosgrain ribbon. Look how pretty that is. And you can fray it, and it's already frayed, but you can do many more things with it. And you're going to see me doing many more things. So that is the suite that I think is my favorite in the mini catalog so far. So the cards, we're going to make a card that's different from this one, but this is going to be the basis for it today. This is the card I'm going to focus on. And I just want to try to show you all the beautiful stamps in this suite. I want to try to stamp a lot of them so that you can see them, both on this sample and the one we're going to do. So there's this really, really cute little holly swirl kind of thing, and that's what I've done here. And I colored that in with my Stampin' Blends. There is a little mini tree, which is too adorable, absolutely adorable. These gifts I've cut out from the Designer Series paper, and this is, I don't know if you can see it in there, I've tucked it in under there. It's a little, where is that little die? Oh, here it is. It's a little bit of, what do they call that? You guys know. Where it goes down the tree, the adorning, you know, that. And here's a big one for a bigger tree. and the only thing that comes out is this, you guys tell me what it is. And here's the little one. And so I cut the little one out of silver foil and put it right in there. You guys are going to tell me the word. But anyway, I want to try to show you lots of what this stamp set does. So for today, for this card that we're going to make now, it's going to be a similar design, but we're going to use one of the trees, make one of the whimsical trees. And the thing about this is, actually, look at the die set. You've got 1, 2, 3, one that I'm using today, 4, and 4 trees, and then you've got these other things that fancy up the garland. Diane, thank you. Sometimes I just forget things when I'm up here. You know, it's kind of a little, you know, when you're live. So I so appreciate you guys helping me out. Linda, good to see you. Yes, you love the dies. Anthony, I agree. I think it's, oh, you call it tinsel. Okay. Well, this is the one that goes swoopy, so we call that part garland, and tinsel is a little silver that hangs down. But anyway, let's start our card. We're going to make one of the trees today that you haven't seen. I want to show you how easy it is to stamp it and die cut it, just so that you have a good preview of everything that's in this beautiful suite. So we're using our basic white cardstock and for our card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And I'm going to put on the same piece of designer series paper. I really like this mint macaron. It's a great background piece. I don't know if you can see it real well there. It's a little splotchy, kind of a bit of a watercolor look. The reverse side is also gorgeous. I think I showed that to you. It's trees in silver and mint macaron. Aren't those? And with stars. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, but we're going to use this piece. Kay, good to see you from North Carolina. Thank you for sharing. I so appreciate when you let your friends know that we're live. Okay, so this piece is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And I use my wonderful multi-purpose glue so that I can move it around a bit and get it evenly placed. It's not as good as I would like it to be, but we're going to go with it. Okay. And then the second thing, instead of stamping a panel that goes down like we did on our sample card, I wanted to use this piece of designer series paper. It's 5.5 by 1.5. And so it goes from the top of the card to the bottom of the card. So it just adds a little interest, you know, in the design, because it doesn't stick at the same level as the prior panel. And look at the back of this one. I mean, we could do that, right? But I really like this holly. So pretty. I think the other green in this designer series paper is, I think it's garden green. It looks like garden green to me. And so we're just going to adhere that like that. So now we have the basis of our card, and now we're just going to decorate around it. Put all kinds of fun on there. So what I'm going to do is, I have a scrap, and I'm going to stamp one of the tree stamps in mint macaron. You know, you can change and use these trees any color your heart desires. You could make purple trees, you know, lavender, any of our beautiful colors, orange, but I decided to stick with the colors in the suite today, just to give you a better view of the suite itself. So this is one of the tree stamps, and I'm going to get it nice and stamped there. Okay, I'm not using my Stamparetta, so we're going to hope that it comes out just right. And so I'm just pressing it down. These are the red rubber cling stamps. And look at that cute tree. Isn't that cute? This is why it's called Whimsy and Wonder, because it is a bit of a whimsical set. And I really like that. I think it adds just a little different touch to a Christmas card and to Christmas things. So now I'm going to use polished pink, which is the other color in the suite, And I'm going to use this stamp, which is a tree of dots. And basically what this does is it puts ornaments on your tree. So I'm going to just get some color on that, some polished pink, and now I'm going to hover over the tree, and there are your ornaments. Don't we all wish we could put ornaments on a tree that fast? There you go. Isn't that? I love this. I just love that you can put ornaments on so fast. Really love it. So there's our tree. Now I want to cut it out because they have dies that match every tree. And I'm going to cut it out with my adorable little mini boss. And these dies, I think all the dies fit in the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, which I think is fabulous because you can just keep it right at your desk, right at your work table or whatever. My plates are just pretty warped. Let me just switch that out a little bit and see if that one is a better base plate. And we're just going to put that on. I want to get it just right, so hopefully it cuts the tree just perfectly. And my warped plates are not helping. I need to get some more. I really do. Have you ever heard how you can put your plates in your oven to straighten them out? I really don't want to do that. You'd have a tree up 365 days a year if it were that simple, Anthony. I'm with you. Some people put their decorated tree in a closet and pull it out the next year. I've never had a closet that big, but some people do that. Okay, here we go. Let's cut our little tree. And look at how adorable that is. Look at that little tree. The dies fit perfectly. And now we're going to, I thought we'd just play a little bit, okay? Because there's our tree, and I have pre-cut some other adornments, and I thought we might just play around with what we might want to put on our tree. I've got some more of that silver cording. This is from the annual catalog, and I don't think it's called cording. I'm not sure what it's called. When I post this on my blog, you'll see it. You'll see the name, but it comes with a gold and a silver, and I really like it. And that's what I used on the first card that I showed you. I tied a bow up in here with that silver. So let's see what we want to do now. So I've got some little polished pink trees that I cut out prior, and they have their little die that works also perfectly. And then I cut out some gifts. And the one sentiment that we can use, I have a scratch piece of paper, and the sentiment on this sample is joy. It's hiding down there. But I really like that little joy, so we could do anything with it. So let's see. I love these gifts. I really do. And we could tie a bow for the top of the tree. We really could do that. That's kind of a good idea. Let's do that. I have plenty of the cording here. So I'll just tie a bow, and we'll think about sticking this on top of the tree. You guys let me know if you have any ideas that you want me to do. I'm watching, okay, in case you tell me anything. So I'm going to try to tie this little bow, and we'll have some long tails that come down. So I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and put our tree on with Stampin' Dimensionals. And then we'll tuck everything else in and around it. How about that? You know, I have so many ideas about this whole bundle, this whole suite. I can't wait until we do our holiday mini retreat, because we're going to do some techniques, some more fun things, and I have a lot of ideas going on. Okay, there's our little tree. It is a beautiful and versatile set, Diane, thank you. So here's a little bow, and we could tuck it under. They do that nowadays. I think that's kind of cute. Let me pull it down just a little bit, pull those little loops down, And I'm going to use some mini glue dots to adhere the cording or the bow. And they used to always put the dots here, and now the dots are back here on the flap. It's confusing me because it kind of messes up the way I've used my glue dots in the past, but we'll get it. So let's put a glue dot, let's see, right back here. I think I might put them, well, let's see. I think I'll put 2 on the knot of the cording to make sure it really adheres, because I don't want it to come out from under the little tree. Okay, so we'll put another one there, and then we're just going to stick it up under that tree, the tip top of the tree, and pull it a little bit so the knot doesn't show so much. We can tuck it up in, and okay, there we go. Okay, so there's our our bow for the top of the tree. I really like it. And I'm going to trim off the ends. I do like long ends, but I'm going to trim them off right at the bottom of the card, like that, because I do want it to look whimsical, right? We need to have some whimsy. Okay, now we've got our mini trees and we've got our gifts, so we can just do whatever we want here with these. I kind of like this gift because it's nice and long and it kind of hides up under there. And then I've got 3 more. How many gifts should we put on? Let's see. Okay, we can fit these 2 in. I like to place things. I kind of like that, even though it's an even number. I like having lots of them. Thank you, Anthony. Yeah, okay, I think I'm going to go ahead with this, and I'm going to glue, I think, the gifts down so that they don't move. I don't know that I want to raise them up. I might raise one up at the end over all of them, but let's just, and all this is a little bit of fussy cutting. All you need to do is just a tiny, tiny bit of fussy cutting. It was really quick and easy. So let's see. Well, maybe we should put the pink one over here. They're just so cute. I'm going to have a bunch of these cut and ready to go for all kinds of projects. I love these little gifts. Okay, and here's the one that's kind of a little bit tan. It looks like maybe, I don't know, one of our other neutral colors. I don't know if it's crumb cake, but so there we go with our gifts. Yes, the colors do go together so beautifully. And then here's the large one. Maybe we should lift this up on dimensionals over here. That's a great idea. Because, you know, you're supposed to have an odd number of items, whatever they are. So let's put a couple dimensionals on that, and then we'll pop this little gift up. And that will be the kind of the big special gift right there. I love it. I love it. And we still have a little bit, whoops, stick on there. We still have a little bit more to do, which is I have some cute little gems, jewels, but we also want, I think we want to put our sentiment on there. So let's get to stamping our little joy sentiment out of our polished pink, and we'll see what we want to do with that. So it's just the tiniest, tiniest little word, which I really like because it means it's super versatile. So I'm going to stamp it kind of, how did I figure out to stamp it? Okay, it might not be as dark as I wanted, so I'm going to try it again. I've practiced with this stamp, and what I discovered is, what I like to do is discover how to make it come out even on my paper. And I discovered that there's, right next to the J is straight with the stamp. And so if I line up the J side, yes, then it comes out pretty good. That has a little tiny thing on it. Okay, we'll go with this one. Now, I'm thinking what we might do is trim it a little bit. So let me get out my mini trimmer. I really wish I could sell these to you guys because they're so handy. But it was a special gift during a celebration. And that's why it's good to be a demonstrator. Because you can get all this stuff that you get it, and you get it early. It's just wonderful. It's a good time to be a demonstrator and to join Stampin' Up. I just want to say that. It really is. Now, I'm also wondering a bit if the ribbon trim is called Simply Elegant Trim. I don't know, Diane. It might be. If it's the gold and silver cording, then it is. Then you're exactly right. Oops, I cut off the top of my J. But I think that's okay. We're going to be okay. I just want to get this little piece a little bit slimmer. We'll be okay with it. Okay, there we go. Because I want to have it coming out from under the tree. Let's see how we might like that. I thought we could just have it coming out there. It does look a little odd. You know what? Let's just stamp it again right here. You're seeing my process. You're seeing how I think about things. You just go back in and try it again until you get it the way you like it. Okay, let's see if we can get this little joy in here. Yeah, that wasn't really any better. We're gonna do it. We're gonna get it. Okay, we're just gonna keep cutting off those little pieces and we will get an adorable joy here. That is just exactly right, because I like my sentiments to look right. I like them to look nice so that people can really read them. Well, for the fact that it is kind of a whimsical tree, a whimsical card, we could have our joy being a little crooked like that, couldn't we? Why don't we actually do that? It's kind of cute that way. Let's trim this off. There we go. I kind of like it. Okay, so we're going to flag these ends. And I do this a lot. You know how to do it, where you cut in the center and then cut from each corner to the end of that center cut. And it makes what they call a flagged end. There we go. I like it. I like it. I think I'll adhere this with glue. It is whimsical, Diane. I think that's what I like. You know, after a rough year last year with COVID and everything, I don't know. I'm up for some whimsical things. I don't know about you, but I am. So there we go. Yeah, this little guy wants to fly all over, doesn't he? Okay, now we're ready to add our jewels. These are the 2021, 2022, 23, excuse me, in color jewels. And I'm going to use these right here. They're actually soft succulent, but they go beautifully. These are the soft succulent. They go beautifully with the tree and with the mint macaron. So I'm going to go ahead and use these and put them around. I could put them on the tree. I might. Let me ponder. I think I'll put one right there on our little sentiment. I see people joining. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you on a nice Friday early evening. I think I might put one right in here. That might be enough. This little guy is bothering me because he keeps wanting to pop up that little tail. I think we'll just cut him a little bit shorter and see if that doesn't make a difference. So there's our card. Now we always want to adorn the inside and the envelope. So I brought out the cute little holly swirl kind of stamp because I want to show you how pretty it is for the inside and for the envelope. the one thing I did notice is it tends to get a little ink on the side, so I want to watch that. Look how cute that is. It's really a cute. I can picture using this for a lot of things. It's got holly and little berries in the center, and then the little fleurs coming out, almost like a little fleur-de-lis. And let's go ahead and stamp our envelope with the same thing because it's just so cute. This is what I wanted to show you, the versatility and the many stamps that you get in this set. And how I think we're going to have a lot of fun with this. I mean, we can do, thank you, Kay. We can, we can do red and green. There's just so much that you can do with this set. This whole bundle, this whole suite actually, but just the bundle, just getting the bundle would give you like 5 or 6 different Christmas trees. So there's our cute little card. Let me get it out over here. Isn't it darling? I am in love with this suite, the Whimsy and Wonder Suite. And I hope you've gotten a good sneak peek of what it is and you'll really enjoy using it. I'm going to come back here. And thank you for stopping by. And I want to remind you, tonight is the last night, in just a couple hours, to pre-order my July class to go with the Color and Contour bundle, and then be watching next week for me to roll out the pre-order and sign up for the holiday mini retreat using this bundle. And you can get that anywhere you are, because I'm going to do it as a to-go retreat. So you can sign up for it from anywhere except London, except not in the US. Sorry about that, Anthony. But I think you're going to love it. If you're in the San Diego County area, then you can come to the local one. And I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you so much for coming by today, and have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.